the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be good, good, good. Better than good. Our first bout tonight. Fighting in the 145 class for going forward. Our blue corner. Leaf. Hablutzel. Blue corner. Come on in.
Fight fans, welcome to the CSU Pueblo Masari Arena in Pueblo, Colorado. My name is J.R. Gordon. I'm with MMABuzz.com. Our ring announcer this evening is Buzz Corona. We are welcoming our first set of fighters to the cage for Top Shelf Entertainment's Rocky Mountain Rubicon 2 event. We've got 11 fights on the card tonight. There's 5 professional MMA fights. Got a few titles on the line as well. I'll be calling the action for you. Buzz Corona will be bringing the fighters into the cage. And as soon as we get this first set of fighters in, we will be off with MMA action.
In the red corner, who's ready for it? We need Anthony Bell, the Ant-Man. Come on in. We're going to make this for blue corner. Rick Close, and the last in the red corner. We're getting over three middle rounds. Blocking that the car girls are ready to come into the ring soon. Thanks a lot. That's you.
Here we go, fight fans. Anthony Bell, he's the fighter out of the red corner wearing the black and green trunks, facing off against Leif Hablutzel. Mr. Hablutzel is wearing the black and yellow trunks and the white knee protectors this evening. Hablutzel, obviously with a decided height and reach advantage. Let's see if he elects to keep this fight going from the outside. And Anthony Bell immediately tries to take that advantage away, and he does so by way of a fast double leg right in the middle of the cage too. It's going to make it harder for Hablutzel to be able to scramble back to his feet, but Hablutzel, you can see him already trying to work his way to the cage. Wants his back against the cage so he can cage walk, come back to standing. Anthony Bell trying to step over. Good job off of his back by Hablutzel. Using those long limbs to his advantage, able to get half guard. Referee Tim Mills is third in the cage for us for this fight. And this is a 147-pound elimination division or amateur MMA fight. Hablutzel continues to work off of his back. Good job getting full guard, but hard shots coming out from the top from Mr. Anthony Bell. Bell doing a good job keeping the elbows in tight other than when he's firing off, but you can see the schooling of Hablutzel. As soon as that arm comes back, he's looking to work his leg position, set up an armbar, triangle, or a sweep, and going to high guard now is Hablutzel. Looking for the sweep is Hablutzel, but a very nice base by Mr. Bell. And Bell having to spend a lot of time covering his ears because of the activity of the hands of Mr. Hablutzel. Hablutzel getting his back against the cage now. And you can hear the guard, or excuse me, the corner of Hablutzel asking for that high guard. Trying to turn himself off the cage, give his hips a little more room to work. So no interest in coming to standing by Hablutzel, doing what he can to try to get back to his feet. Or excuse me, doing what he can to try to work a submission attempt off of his back here. And Bell content to pepper away with strikes from the top. Nothing coming down yet that's real damaging, but certainly favors the judges to be on top, landing some strikes. 3 3-minute rounds in the elimination division. And Hablutzel, I think, starting to feel the wear of those punches a little bit. 10-second clacker sounded. We're going to be back for round number 2 in just one moment. Mr. Bell representing Shingatai this evening, and Pacific Warriors being represented by Mr. Hablutzel. And Hablutzel ended up on his back early in round 1. That's where he spent the entire round. Let's see if he can work from a distance. And immediately Bell makes it known he wants this fight back on the ground, and Hablutzel doing what he can. I think he stunned Bell. Bell comes in nicely with an overhand right. Hablutzel backs out, wary of the takedown now. And I'd have to think fighting against fighters is his own way, and Mr. Hablutzel probably almost always enjoys a height advantage, so he's got to know coming in that his opponents are going to try to take him to the ground pretty quick. Oh, and a head kick lances for Hablutzel. Bell had his guard up, but it skipped off the forehead just a little bit. And the knee came up to the head, which you cannot do in the amateur division, and referee Tim Mills admonishing Mr. Hablutzel a little bit. Bell steps in with power, but doesn't complete the walk forward to try to get the takedown. And again, it's the kick that sets up the nice handwork for Hablutzel. Now Bell gets the takedown. So we're going to see Hablutzel working off of his back again. Bell was able to keep it on the ground once he got it there in round number 1. And again, Hablutzel shows his skills on the ground, bringing a leg through already. He's going to try to either set up a sweep with a butterfly hook or bring it all the way through and start working the high guard again. Bell having his base disrupted a little bit by that one leg that's coming through. Not getting lots of strikes off yet. Hablutzel going to try to roll back here. See if he can get his knees underneath him, come back to standing. Bell getting some of his best punches of the fight in right now. Good chance for Hablutzel to come back to standing here. Bell, nice job. Reaching through, grabbing the wrist, picking away the leg of that table. Now Bell starting to work back control. He's a little bit high. He's going to try to thread his hooks through. Gets the roll, does Bell. This is a position that favors the Shingatai fighter. Starting to work for the rear naked choke. Bell not quite on the back. He's a little bit off to the side. So he doesn't have exactly the arm position that he wants. It's a scramble for position, 10-second clacker, and Hablutzel comes up in top position. Now it's Hablutzel's turn to fire down some shots from the top. Round 3 in our opening fight at Rocky Mountain Rubicon 2. Jess Hablutzel, he's in the black and yellow, facing off against Anthony Bell. He's in the black and green. And we've pretty much seen where each of these fighters wants it. Hablutzel wants to put that height and reach to work, and he does so there, and Bell goes for what he wants, which is the takedown. Hablutzel eats a couple of shots with a smile and takes another one, though. Can't keep smiling all night. Bell goes for the Superman punch and misses. Hablutzel tried to set it up, but Bell closed in. Great job with ducking under by Bell. See if he can clear the legs. Hablutzel's done a nice job with his guard work throughout the entirety of this fight. They're in the corner of Hablutzel. Always good to have an extra set of eyes on the, on the fight. And Hablutzel sideways against the cage now, shuts down some of his mobility, takes away some of what he can do for escapes and submission attempts off of his back. He's underhooking the leg, trying to go for the sweep here. Great work by Hablutzel. Wow, what a turn. This is where he ended the second round, working hard strikes from the top, and he's going to work here now, late in the third. Bell gives up his back to avoid the strikes, and that's going to be an accidental strike to the back of the head, so they're going to bring him back to standing.
Right there, bro, right there. So hang out, he needs as much time as he needs, okay? Just hold tight there.
So Bell going to be given a chance to recover here. Point is not going to be assessed, but Hablutzel will lose position. Although, you know, mount was a great position for him, but I'd say standing favors him as well. So referee Tim Mills signaling to the judges, no point. Up to 5 minutes for Bell to recover. Anything behind the ears, basically, if you were wearing a set of headphones over the top of your head, anything that goes behind that is going to be considered a back of the head strike in Colorado. And Bell looking to put a stamp on the third round. Hablutzel bites down on his mouthpiece and answers. One more big-time takedown for Bell. Hablutzel scored nicely with the knee, but Bell answered in kind. Wrestling, the art of hitting your opponent with a planet, as demonstrated by Mr. Bell. Hablutzel doesn't quite have the right foot position that he wants to straighten this arm out. Now he's getting into a better spot if he can start to curl that right heel toward the ground. And Bell going to try to slide that elbow out. Hablutzel's making good adjustments. Bell defending nicely and scoring with some ground and pound. And both fighters taking just a moment to gather themselves to end the round, and it's going to be Bell that flurries strong. Good punches from the top. In the corner of Hablutzel telling them they want him to get up now. Bell shuts it down though, comes in with hip pressure, lands a hard punch. I think a little bit of blood leaking out of the nose of Hablutzel. There's the 10-second clacker. Let's see if Bell can close in, fire off any more shots to end the fight, and he does. Gets in a couple more punches and we'll take it to the judges. Buzz Corona will give us the official word.
Think about our first bout. Judge Joe Lawson scores about 29-28. Judge Tom Johnson scores about 30-27. Ron Mann scores about 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, Anthony Bell.
But no, I want to thank Pueblo because our wrestling here, a little bit. I want to thank my family and friends for coming out here and supporting me. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Thank all y'all.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, come on, give it up for your winner. Our first cage match today.